It's a fact. As we get older, our bodies change. Even if you're in the gym every day and you eat all the right foods, now of course you might look better than average and that's great, but your body will change no matter how hard you try to fight it. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking staying fit. In fact, I wish we all paid more attention to our physical health and appearance, but the reality is most men don't exercise like they should, me included. So, this video is for all the men out there with not so Greek godlike physiques. So if you resonate with that, please stay with me on this one. Okay, welcome back to my channel, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. So in this video, if it feels like I'm pointing fingers, I'm also pointing right at myself. Now, even though I'm a relatively small frame guy, I'm still carrying a few extra pounds, and some of the items in my closet just don't fit as well as they once did. Now, although all the additional pounds are entirely my fault, it kind of made me rethink this whole notion of fit and what it means when we get older. Myself, as well as just about every other guy here on YouTube in the men's style space, has been preaching to you about the importance of fit. And for good reason, because if you're trying to improve your style, finding clothes that fit your body is step number one. I don't even necessarily care what you wear, as long as it fits you and it doesn't look like you're wearing somebody else's clothes. But here's the problem that most all of us face. And that problem is, unless you're like 6'2" with a flat belly and torso, finding clothes off the rack that fit you is a challenge, even for me. Casual button-ups always have sleeves that are way too long for me and also too wide, and they're also too long overall, and they just look ridiculous untucked. And a lot of slim fit shirts are too tight for me across the middle. But on top of that though, I don't want a shirt so tight that the buttons pop when I sit down. I mean, it might look okay if I'm standing up, sucking everything in, but the second I sit down, or heaven forbid, go have a meal at a restaurant, I'm so incredibly uncomfortable that all I can think about is getting that shirt off my body so that I can finally relax. And if you know what I mean, tap that like button to let me know that I'm not the only one. Okay, so what are some of the solutions? Well, let's talk about it. Okay, so let's start with those of you who might be hiding yourself in clothes that are too big. I get it. Oversized clothes aren't tight around the middle, and all of the things that you're trying to hide are nicely covered up. The issue though comes when the clothes you wear make you look bigger than you actually are. I've written articles about this and even made a video about it where I showed myself wearing oversized clothes and how that in itself made me look like 20 pounds heavier. And for you, my friends, you should try sizing down just to see what that looks like. So look, if you're currently wearing a double XL, your true size might actually be an XL or even a large in a classic fit. I mean, how shocked would you be to find something in a large classic that actually fit? And here's what I tell guys in my coaching program all the time, and you may need to hear this. If something doesn't fit you the way that you think it should, that's not your fault. It's actually the clothing manufacturer's fault. And also, don't get so hung up on the size on the tag. It's just a letter. Because listen, my friend, you are a lot more valuable and worth more than a letter that some overseas manufacturer decided to put on the tag. I'm also an advocate of buying clothes for the size you are today. And I'm guilty, just like a lot of you, of hanging on to things that used to fit and will of course fit again once you lose that 10 pounds. But I'm not suggesting that you let go of hope or any fitness goals that you've set for yourself. But what I am saying is, if your clothes don't fit you today, go get a few things that do, because there's not a damn thing wrong with that. You're not giving up. You're not throwing in the towel, and you're not going to get pissed off just because that new thing might have a different letter on the tag. I mean, the whole point is to wear clothes that fit regardless of what the tag says. I mean, besides, who sees the tags other than you? Now, let's go the other direction and talk to the guys that need to size up a little bit and relax. So if most of the pieces in your closet are too small, like myself, go get a few things in the larger size and then evaluate the fit. For shirts, if it fits you in the shoulders, but maybe it's too loose through the middle, a tailor will be your secret weapon. And this is true for anyone at any size. Just because it's a little baggy through the middle doesn't mean it's a complete write-off. If you like the color and you like the pattern and it fits you well through the shoulders, everything else can be altered to fit your body perfectly. And this might be the best solution out there because now you have something that's kind of custom fit just for you. And once you have an item tailored, it's kind of hard to go back. Now, I even have a few long sleeve shirts that I'm thinking about making into short sleeve shirts for the summer. And if you like wearing your shirts untucked, but they're always too long like mine, have them shortened. It only takes a few days at the tailor and you're back in business. And the same thing goes with your pants. I've had jeans shortened and tapered, and you can't tell, they look just like the factory seam. So if you have some pants that might be a little bit too long or maybe a little bit too wide, bring them in and ask for a taper from about the knee down to the ankle. Instant slim fit pants for a lot less money than starting over and trying to buy something brand new. Another cool thing is, if you have smaller arms, you can have your short sleeve shirts tailored so the sleeve openings aren't so giant, right? You can also have your shorts tailored so the leg openings aren't too wide or too long. The whole idea here is to have pieces in your wardrobe that are comfortable, but that also fit you and make you look lean and proportionate, even if you're carrying a few extra pounds. And yes, I do realize that finding a tailor and bringing things in for alterations can be a bit of an inconvenience, but the upside should hopefully counter any of that inconvenience. And this is also a great reminder for myself that I need to bring in a few things that have been sort of stacking up to my tailor for alterations. And here's a quick note about pants. If you're a bigger guy through the midsection, don't even worry about skinny fit pants at all. I mean, you might benefit from a slight taper, but you should avoid anything too skinny so that you don't end up looking like Gru. Straight fit jeans, chinos, and trousers may be a better option for you because that'll help even out your proportions visually from top to bottom. And like I said, the whole point is to have clothing in your closet that fits you. So if you go shopping and you find a couple items that don't fit you, like I said, it's not your fault, it's the manufacturer's fault, so please don't beat yourself up about it. Just use some of the ideas in this video. And look, if you have a request for a video topic that's related to this, let me know down in the comments because you know I'm down there reading. Thank you very much for watching. Live well, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one.